Hi everyone, Scorp here, continuing the Duelist of the Roses Chaos playthrough with Warriors. Today we first up have Richard. Richard's not something that not someone I've ever considered a problem in pretty much any mod, or even the base game or anything. He's just always, like, unspectacular, and I don't... you can't use his AI. His AI is atrocious. That's something I did away with in Gemini. His AI is, it is bad. We're just gonna get rid of stop defense. Start out 500 points ahead. That increased resistance is kind of annoying. That a spell or trap? Well, let's see what he's got. Nothing. Okay. He's got two good equips, though. Well, that thing has both equips. I'm assuming it's Judge Man. It is. That'll fuse. Am I gonna actually kill that Judge Man? Let's just put it to sleep for a long time. I'm not afraid of that probably curse breaker in front of him. Well, that sure was a play. Well, I'll put him at 600. It seems like a good play. If you have the option of putting your opponent at 600 life points, you probably should do it. Well, that's a big Judge Man. Shame it's spellbound for pretty much forever. This card in front of me is Dispeller Trap, so go away. Nice negate attack. Shame. Now you're dead. Well, there are definitely some cards that I want in the graveyard. Even if Legendary Sword isn't available. Oh, okay, Kunai with Chain. Okay, we got it. Let's get Judgment Hand. Okay, we got it. Now I can put both of those cards in my deck, and both of those are pretty good. We can take out the Succubus Knight and the Vishwarandi. For those, we'll skip through this pile of talking. Have to watch the fall of Britain. I believe it's the fall of York and the Tudors won, right? I mean, that's pretty much the story of England's entire history. They got taken over, and I mean, that just happened every other, like, 10 years, right? Or at least every other 50 years for a couple hundred years. Let's see here. I mean, that was really quick, and I would love another kunai with chain. Get one. I don't know, we're gonna have plenty of time this episode. Let's go ahead and do one extra duel against Mr. Richard here. Oh, this is a fun opener. This seems pretty good. This fissure seems valuable. Oh, oh, it's a warrior. So his leader power only works on beast warriors. It's a oversight, for sure. Oh, hey, and a judgment hand? Wow, he played everything I could have ever wanted him to. There's no world where that's not the play. That's just 100% what I'd want the play to be. Doesn't really matter. Oh, wow. It was actually even better for me than I expected. I was expecting a trap, so the fact that was a monster that I could get over is also really good. That's a speller trap, I'm sure. Probably a curse breaker, if I had to guess. Let's see, what'd you play? Yeah, curse breaker. Shame, duel's over. Oh, hey, let's get the same exact 2 cards that we got last time. Hey, we got him. Missed the curse breaker, but that's okay. Well, now we can do a reincarnation also. So, let's go ahead, add cards to our deck, and then do a reincarnation. What do I want to take out? I mean, we only have 1 egg in this deck. Let's take out the egg package. Okay, now it's reincarnation time. Here, let's check deck costs. What do we even want, though? Because, like, green cap and eye armor would be nice. Since we're playing warriors anyways, we might as well actually abuse the really broken ones. Otherwise, what else could we want in this deck, right? I mean, yeah, that's about it. So I guess I'll just reincarnate this Trap Master, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. We got ourselves an eye armor after a couple attempts at that. Again, eye armor is one of the strongest cards in the entire game, so getting one to add to our deck is just good. What did I want to take out? This fissure is becoming less and less useful, I would assume, at this point. I mean, if you draw turn 1, it's really strong, but otherwise it's just not good. I'm going to put an invisible wire also, since we luckily got one. I was only looking for an eye armor, so getting a +1 is really nice. Well, with that, it's time for Mr. Kaiba. It's for Blue Eyes himself. Our deck should have enough equips now that this shouldn't be too bad. Kaiba is a scary opponent, though, so you have to be a little careful. That card's probably a monster. Not a very strong one, but it's almost assuredly a monster. Let's see what he's got working. Double Blue Eyes Kunai. Okay. And a Garma Sword. Okay, he had no summoning power that turn, so... That card could be a Kunai with Chain, if he'd completely bricked. I should have got rid of the red medicine there. That's a Blue Eyes. He should be out of summoning power again, and his hand was really heavy, so I don't think he'll be able to play anything. We are going to, of course, just mash him as hard as we can. 2,400 damage is pretty good. Oh, that's not great. It's a monster. That's a Blue Eyes. I'll take 11. I unfortunately don't have a good answer to that. Well, I kind of do. Unfortunately, it's not quite that good of an answer. That's probably a second Blue Eyes. Yeah, okay. It's almost assuredly a second Blue Eyes. We go for lethal? Do we? Nope, okay. He killed my dimensional. Oh. Well, that puts a damper on my plans. If he orders this correctly, he could actually kill me. Yeah. He actually ordered it correct. And then he missed lethal. This game is just horrific. I don't believe if he missed lethal last turn that he's going to find it this turn. And it was Kunai with Chain. My creature gains a lot of bonus attack against warriors, sir. Yes. This was a close game. Good thing he missed lethal twice. Something about Kaiba's AI just doesn't understand that his face-down monsters can move 2 spaces if he flips them over. Well, let's make sure we get this kunai with chain. And honestly, I would like the Sword Stalker too, if I can. Okay, we're good. Now it doesn't matter. Now I can use both of those cards. Sword Stalker's just a worse Muka Muka, but it's a lot stronger early game, so it's nice to have it. And save stating on slots really just saves me the time of just going back and beating Kaiba again. So I don't feel too bad about it. I mean, I don't think at this point that our deck really needs it. I mean, we have triple kunai with chain now. Nice cutscene. We can't really get our deck too much stronger right now. Because there's not much more we can actually go get. Battle Warrior's not great at fusing. M Warrior's just kind of needs to go. M Warrior is nice because it fuses with Judgment Hand, but we have plenty of other fusion targets. So I'm just getting rid of it. At some point, this Tungyo has to go, and the Solitude does too. We still have a bunch of cards that can leave the deck anytime they want to, and I wouldn't be sad to see them go. But our overall card power has gone up significantly compared to what it was a while ago. Next up, this is the boss for this side. If I could draw my Sogen, we are going to be in perfect position to just run away with this game. But instead, I draw 2 kunai with chains and basically a non-existent warrior. Well, that's probably a trap. Not surprised. That's more likely to be a monster. It's very likely to be a monster. Just put this in defense over here. Okay. I think this is kind of dangerous to do, but especially since we're only at 3,000. But this is a lot of damage, and I can't really pass that up. I guess it's only 1,700, but it's still decent. And he moves right. Okay. I'm going to discard as many cards as I can so Sword Stalker does as much damage as possible. only 2 monsters in my graveyard were those 2 that I just put there. Okay. Now I'm hoping he kills my Sword Stalker with whatever creature that is so Warrior of Tradition can beat over it for game. And at this point, I'm wishing I had that Ukazi from earlier. Now I just need a 2400 attack beat stick, which is basically impossible for me to ever get, but, you know. Oh, that's an MBD. Fortunately for me, I can actually beat over that. Unfortunately, I get spellbound, but we're kind of okay here. Okay, I just hit into this card over here, right? Excellent. Now there's nothing stopping me from this lethal. Just make sure you go this way. Make 100% sure that you have lethal. Easy game. And unfortunately nothing in the slots, as is typical with this guy. This is just more of me playing hyper aggressively now that I have a deck that's even somewhat acceptably decent. Because the AI is horrendous. And it can't deal with you playing very passively or even remotely passively, and it can't deal with you playing hyper aggressively. So, the only thing it can really deal with is a modicum of aggression, where you send in like one creature, you stay at the back wall the entire time with your deck leader, and just send stuff at your opponent. Which turns out very terribly for the AI, which is a complete shame. Well, I believe I did 4 duels for today. I think that's going to be it for today. It's going to be a shorter one for sure. This way I can actually end up with 2 full episodes for the other side instead of, you know, if I get through like 2 opponents here in the time left, I'd probably try to push through and just kill every single opponent. And that's just kind of ridiculous. So I don't really feel like going through and beating the entire game or that entire side in 30 minutes. Although it's kind of what we did with zombies, so. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.